Hey everyone, wanted to jump on and talk about the importance of getting a period back. So if you are of menstruating age and you have either, we call it primary amenorrhea, where you've never gotten your period before, or secondary amenorrhea, where you've had your period and then due to the eating disorder, you have lost your period. So whether you have primary or secondary and still menstruating age, and so you need to get your period back, it's always helpful to talk about why. Why is it so important? Because yes, as your dietitian or your therapist, your treatment team, your doctor, whatever it is, they're always probably going to talk about you need to get a period. You need to get a period. And there are a few reasons why. One, so the same hormones that keep lead you to have a period are the same hormones that keep calcium and vitamin D and all other nutrients in your bones. And so if we're having a period, we have enough hormones, our bones maintain their integrity. Now, when we lose our period, that means those hormones have decreased, and therefore calcium, vitamin D, and other nutrients are leaching from your bones. And that is why we have early onset osteopenia, which is bone softening, or early onset osteoporosis, which means that there's actually little holes in your bones, bones are becoming very brittle. Osteopenia is reversible. Osteoporosis is not. So our bodies are so resilient that they can recover from almost anything health-wise from an eating disorder. Osteoporosis is one thing we cannot recover from. So it's important that we build bone until our mid to late 20s. The bones that we have in our mid to late 20s are the bones that we're going to have for the rest of our life. And so that's why it's so paramount that we get a period back in order to protect and preserve our bone health. Now let's say you're in your 30s, you're already past your mid 20s and you're like, oh my gosh, well, that ship sailed. There's no point. Absolutely not, right? And so the beauty is once you get back your period, no matter how old you are, and restore healthy period function, we can prevent any further bone loss and do as much as possible with targeted nutrition support, targeted supplement support to prevent any further bone loss and to try to protect the integrity of your bones. And so I always recommend that if you have not had a period for more than a year, that you get a DEXA scan done. A DEXA scan is going to measure your bone health and assess for early onset osteopenia or osteoporosis. So that is a very health-oriented one. We need a period because it also reflects bone health. The second piece with getting a period, if fertility, right? If you want kids, if you want babies, we need healthy periods in order to, right? Periods are connected with ovulation. We need to ovulate in order to get pregnant. So protecting fertility is a part of that as well. There's also a really important mood aspect of getting back our period. So when we do not get our period, we don't have estrogen, which is the main hormone in the first half of our period. So we have a period, estrogen builds, we ovulate, and then our progesterone increases. So our progesterone increases and then it falls again, and then you get a period. So progesterone is such a beautiful hormone that it's the restful hormone. It creates feelings of ease and tranquility and the feel good hormone. So progesterone is really calming to our bodies, really soothing. And so I often see with clients that do not have their periods, right? They're not creating any progesterone, and therefore they're highly anxious. They're very on edge. They're very fight or flight. And so getting our periods back creates enough progesterone, which therefore creates this calming effect, right? People who menstruate have lower rates of anxiety because of the effects of progesterone. So those are just three, on the top of my head, three primary reasons why we want to get a period. I could literally list so many other reasons, but those are the three big ones. So let me know if you have any questions. All right, bye everyone.